Dave, just wanted to see what you saw or ask what you saw in your team's start tonight, maybe what was missing and ended up chasing the game a little bit after that.
Wow, we three of the four goals are just poor, couple of poor reads and a couple turnovers. That so our fingers are all over the goals we gave them. But it was you come out of the first period, we knew they were going to come hard. We come out of it 0-0. We got to pick up the pace a little bit, and then made some mistakes to get behind. We got ourselves back in the game, and then we made another mistake to give it away.
Overall, you guys have been going pretty good here, Dave. But it's two in a row. Is there a common theme in these two, or is there something that's fallen out of your game the last few nights?
No, we're just we'll continue to pound away here. We got to continue to get better. It's when we were winning, it wasn't too high, and when you're losing, you're not too high. You just got to make sure you're focusing on what the next game is and what you got to do to be better.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
How do you coach those individual mistakes, especially when they're being made by your top guys? Not every time, but sometimes. Tonight, McDavid costs one up with the neutral. Mike Smith has one go over stick. Like, what does a coach do?
It's just not those. Those are turnovers. But on both those, like on the first one, McDavid's turnover, Bear's skate broke, and he's going to the bench on a change. So that's you're looking at that puck's got to get in. But that being said, if Bear's skate's not broken, he's probably not going to the bench either. The Schmitty one's a bad one. It bounces, but to me, I think our defensemen should go help him more too. So there's some things that go. It's just not one turnover. There's some things that go into the repercussions of a turnover that you should be able to clean up. But there's some lessons to be learned from that game, and we've got to be better come Wednesday night.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it seems to me the minute it looks like Smitty's going to play a puck, the plan has always been for the defenseman to spread out, right, to go away and be passing targets. Now, in that play, they certainly avoided him, and
but the difference in that one, it was in the trapezoid where he can't go, so your defenseman's got to go and help him.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Terry Jones, Post Media.
Tiff, you've referenced it right from the start of even before the start of the season with these two-game sets that it was, really reminiscent of a playoff situation. Mm-hmm. Does that even more so going into this next one?
Well, they're all like that. I mean, it was we did the same thing last week against Ottawa, and you got two against Calgary, and then we got two against Winnipeg, and then we got three against Montreal. So they're all like little playoff mini series, right? So you treat them all the same.
But the situation with Calgary and being Calgary and with Darryl involved and everything like that,
it doesn't change. Our whole division, you got to take care of yourself, whoever you're playing in the division. You're playing the same teams over and over again. So it's Calgary, it's Winnipeg. I mean, you look at our next 2 weeks, we got Calgary again, we got Winnipeg twice, you got Montreal 3 times and Toronto 2 times. So if you're focusing just on one team, we're focusing on the next game, right? The next game. So that's what it's about.
Derek Van Diest, Post Media.
Hi, Dave. I was just wondering on the status of Tyson Barrie and then Jujhar. How are they doing?
I would say they're both day-to-day with upper body injuries.
And with Jujhar, no one wants to see that. You always kind of get a pit in your stomach when you see a guy get hurt in a fight like that. I just wondering how it affects the team and how it affects the bench. And it just seems like everybody, even both benches, are a bit somber after that.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right. You never like to see it, but Juge was feeling all right after the first period. Guys came in, he was feeling all right. So we'll see where it goes.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
And the situation with Barrie, it looked like he was trying to come back in the third period. Was that just a veteran saying, "I'll give it a shot and see"? Because he came to the bench, obviously.
Yeah, he came to the bench and then didn't feel right, so left again.
And is that difficult having just 5 defensemen pretty much for 40 minutes? How difficult is that?
Yeah, we're down 2. I mean, we lose JJ early, and then we lose Barrie for the whole second period. So you're down a couple men. You got to tax some extra people. But that being said, I thought we hung around. We just made too many mistakes to give ourselves the best chance to win.